The second term that we require is to describe. Okay, for describe, it requires us to state in words. If we need to use diagram, we can use diagram. Okay, the main points of a particular topic. So it is often used with reference either to particular phenomena, for example, conduction, convection, or radiation, or to a particular experiment. Okay, so in the first case, you should actually need to use terms associated with the phenomenon. In the second case, you need to list out the steps in which you need to actually perform an experiment. So take for example, especially in topics like the transfer of thermal energy, you need to describe how heat is transferred, say through conduction or through convection. Okay, or you may be required to describe describe the energy changes that is taking place in a particular process. Okay, and you may be also required to describe an experiment. For example, describe how the center of gravity is determined for a irregular laminar, or to describe how the period of the pendulum can be measured. Or you can be required to describe a series of events. Like for example, describe the speed time graph, describe how image changes when an object is being moved. Okay, you will see these type of questions when we deal with the chapter on light. Okay, in fact, these types of questions are actually very similar. So if you are used to the way that you can actually describe, okay, you will be able to tackle these questions. Now, there is usually a confusion between describe and explanation. In the case of an explanation, you need to actually involve the concept or the theory that was being used in the question. But in the case of the describe, you just need to actually give the facts. Okay, you just need to include the what happens in the process. Okay, without having to explain, without having to include the theory or the concept that is actually involved.